Greetings, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Monster to Mermaid. There I am. And this is Minecraft with the Minecolonies mod. This is meditation. This is definitely meditation, and I'm going to turn my view onto the town of Prasino. Mr. Villager, hello, welcome, oi. Welcome, welcome. I was just about to turn my attention to what we were doing this morning. So I will show you. Mixasa, salut, Mixasa, salut, welcome back. And hello, everyone. That is very interesting. Yes, you are not. You are not en retard. En retard. Oui? I think that's what it is. Mixasa, I'm going to show Mr. Villager some of the things that were going on. Elise, Dondinas, and Posco were working on housing some new houses in this area, and Dondinas is still working on his house right here. Posco finished his house, this little house here that he was working on. Elise finished her little house. So Posco has now taken on the project of making this apartment complex a level 5, and we definitely want that. Something's holding Dondinas up, and I'm not quite sure what it is, but I'll check it out. It's nighttime, so it's not a good retard. Ah, oui, merci. En retard. Yes, so that's what something's going on with Dondinas, but Elise, like Posco, has moved on to a new project. She is upgrading the hospital, the village hospital, to a level 5, and there is someone sick inside, and it is Jeffrey. And Jeffrey is our crusher. Our crusher. He runs the crushing plant, and he's not feeling well. I'm going to actually go and sleep. Everyone pretty much should be where they're going to be. Maybe I should check on Chloe. Nope. It's not Chloe. Chloe is in Rosa Ouro. It is Chanel. And make sure that Chanel is not stuck at the boardwalk there. And she is not. Okay. So since I'm over here, I'm going to take advantage of Susanna's couch in her living room. Susanna and her kids live here. And we're going to come here and just go to sleep for a minute. And I think one of her kids just came in late, but they're grown up. They're in university, and so that's what we're doing. Do you know why we have so many silent letters? To confuse the Americans. That's excellent. Okay, that's funny. Okay, everybody, there goes Susanna. I'm going to close the door after them. And the kids are all going around the corner, although, where did he go? I didn't see where Kyson went. They're going around the corner to the library, and I'm going around the corner to the library for a minute because I want to see how far this road goes. So here is the top road so far. There's Kaysen. And we're going to come down here. Kaysen is Susanna and Ilberic's son. And we're looking right here And there is Jay Lee. And Jay Lee is one of, actually, Jay Lee is True and Trinity's kids, one of their kids. And she is actually standing here going, how am I supposed to get back on this boat? I mean, I can't reach it from here. Chaylee, go downstairs and take the ladder on the next. Look at what I'm doing. Look at me. Take the ladder from here. So, all right. So, there's a couple things that we're doing. And Mr. Villager, I'll show you. We have a fire department now. And today, I'm going to talk about the fire department. So, why do we have a fire department? We're just some little tiny village. We're not. This fire department technically isn't for the village. It is there in case the village needs help. But the fire department is for the groves. So we have some monster groves around here, and those groves are very precious, and that is what the fire department is for. This is the redwoods over here, and that is one of the bigger groves. We also have the maple groves, which stretch pretty far. They stretch on both sides of this waterway right here around the mountain, and this is a pretty big forest of maples right here, which then sort of blends into the taiga, which is on the other side of this water. And so we have an actual full taiga forest here as well. And this taiga forest stretches out pretty far, but they're all almost sort of mini forests. It's not like you have these huge, patches of land that go on and on and on. It is almost like a sampling, like someone's collected a whole bunch of trees and put them together in a single place. So over here, then we have these autumn oaks, and if I'm not mistaken, that these are oaks and birches, and they're a part of an autumn forest that is in this area. Oh, the big pumpkins of Biomes of Plenty. I forgot about the big pumpkins. How about that? Look at that. They are so cool. So they're so the autumn forests, but ultimately and finally, you see that? Do you see that jack-o'-lantern in the forest? That's because this forest belongs to this mushroom here. Whether the witches still live here, I don't know. But that is definitely from the ancient times. These are the most important forests. These are the forests that there are the least of. And this is the Mystic Groves. There are two of them. There's the one on this island near the witch's house, and that is fine. But this grove right here, this is the grove that is under the protection of the Guardian's Rock. And so that's actually what the Guardian's Rock is doing. It is there to actually support the firefighters for the groves. So all of these facilities are for them. The restaurant, the spa, the relaxation spa, then for supporting their ship, their balloon, they have a mechanic, a special mechanic. They also have Lila, who is their specific carpenter, who works on the chassis for the balloons, for both the guardians, who are forest watchers, and for the fire balloon itself. And then around on this side, taking advantage of the fact that this area is so special, we have a nether mine, and we will have an alchemist in a little bit. So Ilberic invited some graduates to join based on their numbers, based on their skill sets. And so Finley, who is Ryland, the baker, Ryland's kid, Finley, she is one of the firefighters. Jay Lee, who was raised by True and Trinity, and along with their 2 kids, they raised Jay Lee. She was an orphan. And then here is one of the Hedreshams, if I'm not mistaken, Zaylee, and she is Angel and Sincere's kid. And these 3 have joined Ilberic, and they are now a part of the firefighters who watch over the groves. And this is the level 2 of the balloon, the fire balloon, and it's really wonderful, and I just love it. So hold on a second. An idea of a statue for addition to your garden, and Abby, excellent. That's a good idea to have a statue. That would be nice. And you know, there are plenty of really cool statues in cavern style that you can look at, as well as in pagoda. Pagoda, they both have. Pagoda statues are big. I've actually made oh my goodness, Zaf! Hello, Zaf! Kiasu! Zaf, welcome, welcome. Yes, but there are statues in both of those that you could use as an example, Mr. Villager. And how are you? Posise, Zaf? It's been a while. I hope everything is okay. It's very nice to see you. So, Mr. Villager, that is what we did this morning in Twitch. We actually started trying to figure out how to get people down from here, because this road goes from here all the way around. See, it goes pretty far, all the way around to here, and then there's nothing. So what we discovered the other day was that the rabbit hutch will actually work, and Valerie is actually working on the rabbit hutch. She is going to build a rabbit hutch which is going to help join these two pieces of road together. But we were down here and we were looking at this piece of road right here. This is the graveyard road that goes around this way. It is not connected to anything. It's not connected to this area, where these are actually connected, and they were connected, and something happened here. Let me see what it was. Let's put this. Oh, look at that. That's a good way down, isn't it? I'm going to have to look at that when it's not raining, but that's probably because they worked on that. I didn't see that wasn't connected anymore, so we're going to have to do something about that. Everyone's going to go to bed in a minute, and we'll look at this part right here, which doesn't have any lights, but this is one of the places that we worked on, and we need to put in a light in this area, and so that's one thing. You are good? I'm glad of that. All right, so I'm going back into town for just a second. I have a guardian who is in town, and I suppose I could have Gunner actually be on the mountain if he wants to, but I don't think he does. He's actually living here for the time being until his guard tower is finished. And so we will continue with that. The other thing that I was doing was I decided, remember I was going over the roads that I had already put in, and I think what I'm going to do is keep the roads that I've already put in, add the other roads, and then later finish the roads that that I put in that I would like to change out. Basically, it will be a 3x3x3 rock that in 4 of the sides will have signs indicating north, south, east, and west. Basically, a giant stone compass. Interesting. Interesting. That sounds interesting. Okay, that sounds like a giant stone compass. That sounds like a very nice statue to put into your town. It does indeed. Let me come right here for a minute. I'm going to put in 2 pieces here so that we can actually have this road work. So I'm going to start right here. It is monster to mermaid. Let's look at the scans. Let's look at the stone roads. Let's look at the straight. Let's turn it around. Let's put it in the ground. Let's move it out until it is not overlapping that. And let us construct. And let's X. Okay, and now I have to take this and put it back, because the new one actually has, why don't we just do it from here? The new one, because of the rail is included, it goes up 1. So it does take away pieces. And let's come to here where everyone's getting off. Right here. You decided to walk, Jalila. Okay. She's like, there's something wrong with this track. Why doesn't it go any further than this? Exactly. Straight. Nope, this is not rail. So let's go back and let's go to this straight. And there we have it. And turn it this way and bring it down. And it's down too far. And let's move it this way until it separates. And then let's put it in. It is constructed, and let's X that. So these are now connected right here. Yeah, we had an overlap, but they're connected now. And so this entire length actually works for the couriers, and this is good for right now. And then we have a piece. I need to bring another piece all the way around on this side. We started some pieces there, but this piece coming around, and then a piece coming down, I think maybe here. I'm not entirely sure there's enough room. Why don't we check for a second? And let's go to here, let's go to rail, let's go to straight. Let's put it down on the ground, and let's do this. Whoops, not far enough. Yeah, no, that's far enough. Okay, so let's see where this is in relationship to this building. It's going to come all the way up on this side. I'm looking at the light fixture. I think it has to be here. And that's going to put it right in the line, right on this line of the school, which means that this street light, I think might be in the street, and we'll have to move it when the time comes. But this part here is a part of the farm. Maybe I won't put the rail in the middle. Maybe I'll just use plain roads in the middle and then just put the farm, have this road be the one that comes here. And then the question is, comes here where? And I think I have the same problem here, that it needs to come right along this line right here, which I think that it would. Let's bring the road over for a second. And I'm going to put it in for just a minute. And Zaf, if you are still here, and I hope you are, Vincentius Primus and I just got finished watching the first season of the Apple series Monarch Legacy of Monsters, and it is the Gojira story, and it is really fun. I enjoyed it immensely, and I think I probably enjoyed it because, let me X because I'm not here. I probably enjoyed it because it was much more science fiction than it was scary monster movie. And so in that respect, it was really fun. And the story of the people was interesting, and I loved the way they treated it, and was really fun. The people in it were really cool, and it was just very interesting and very enjoyable. We're going to have a problem here. See, this part right here is going to go away. Let me take, hold on, let me move this here. Let me take a piece of this. Let me take a piece of this, because those are going to disappear. And just kind of look at what they look like. I don't care about those disappearing, but I do care about the other. And yeah, it does. Look where this is in relationship to that building. So here we go here, and this is constructed and X, and sure enough, they are gone. So let's put this back, and this is a piece here. What was that? That did not sound like a bug. And there we go. And it was very fun. It's I'm actually surprised. I normally do not like, and Zaf knows, I don't like scary movies, and so it was really interesting to have a movie of this type of movie. Do I want it to go this way first? Let me see. Let's have it go this way and have this go this way. And I think I'll have that. And then this one's going to go up here when the time comes. And, but yes, Zaf, it was really, really fun. I don't know how Apple movies, I don't know how Apple is overseas. I don't know whether that's purely American or not, but that is definitely something that we got to watching. Let me look here. Okay, and let's come here. So I'm at the point now where it's the roads are really important as far as the couriers are concerned, and the couriers being able to deliver stuff. So because of that, and because we were putting in roads here, so that's the farthest road on this side, the farthest road on this side that goes to the north, the farthest road on this side that goes straight north, this one here, which also goes, this road really goes around. This is a square, and we can call this a square. And then we have this area here that goes up into the hills. In the hills, we have another square. We're going to have a square around this apartment building. Bonk. Around this apartment building, so you can see a portion of it has started already, and it's going to go all the way around in a square, which is why we're bringing this building up to a level 5 so that I can take away this wall and even take away this part of the sidewalk here on here, because we're putting in the road. The railroad is actually going to go all the way around this apartment and is close enough to these houses, this apartment building, and technically not these houses, but they can get off there, and that is what we're looking at. Okay, I'm going up to the hill now because we, as I started in the beginning, we were trying to get the graveyard and the nether mine. That is the lowest set of roads, and there's nothing there. So we're trying to put something in there. I'm going to not sleep on Susanna's couch. Ilberic is with the kids tonight. They are doing maneuvers this evening, so I know that Susanna and Ilberic will not be using the Enchanter Suite, so we're going to come up here and go to sleep, and that's what we're going to do in just a minute. The sun is setting right now. Delivery. Really? Okay. Something's being delivered. And the sun's going down right now, and look at the grove. And look, Zaf, the grove is still beautifully lit, and that was such a cool idea, and I'm really glad that we did it. And thank you, Afkaristo, for that, because that just brings out that grove so beautifully there. And around here, this is the taiga in the back, but we can see Valerie's balloon, her builder shop, on which is a balloon, and it is parked on the side. I don't know how long this is going to be but I think what I would like to do is I think I'm going to just right here add a place. Let's add a books. Let's come here. Let's look at something purple. Here's purple stuff. Let's do this crimson bookcase right here. And the wall is interesting. Yes, I agree. There's magenta underneath. What is that? That's magenta wool underneath. Okay. And we're going to put a lamp here. What was it? Oh, okay. Thank you. And why don't we just go ahead and do the purple lamp right here. And if we do that, I can actually turn the lamp completely out, which is what I would like, because this room is so beautiful when it's dark. And so, and when the light is on, it's going to look like this, and I like that. So we're going to spend the night here. You watch from the website, not the app, and it's more clean. You can zoom in and out. Excellent, excellent. Okay, and there we go. Okay, and let's go back downstairs now. So I'll show you what happened when we started trying to set up Susanna should be here. Hello, Susanna. She is. And she's our enchanter. And let's just pop over the edge here and go down. So we wanted something to combine, to join the graveyard and this lower level here, which there was nothing here. There's nothing here except the entrance to the waterway, which was down. And so we decided to put a house in. There's one of the houses has a really nice walkway. So what we did this morning was we set this house so that Emery could work on it. Emery destroyed this balloon. The balloon got damaged, and Gunner is in town. He has leave while his balloon is in disrepair. When this house gets to the level that we want, which I think is going to be the level 5. When it gets to the level 5, then Gunner's balloon will be fixed, and that'll be good. In the meantime, I don't know whether you just saw that. I don't know where she came from, who just took that rail, but she was here and then suddenly was taking the rail. This waterfall had to be adjusted because so that we could put this bridge over top. And this bridge is not the original bridge that was up here. We've removed that bridge because we don't have anything here, and we're not gonna. So this is the lower level of the carpentry shop. And right now it's okay if it doesn't connect to anything. Right down here is the new piece of walkway that we put in, that it connects directly to the house right here. And when we were putting it in, we realized that it would reach right to the stairs where her balloon, Emery's balloon, was. So we did that. We made it do that, but in the process of doing that, we decided we were going to put in a full log piece right here, and this is what I'm going to work on right now for just a minute. That I am taking these huge logs and just leaving them there as the roof. But what we are going to do is make it look like they're bound together, that's what's keeping them from rolling away. And we're going to use Matlom and McSass's idea. And the only thing is, I have forgotten how to get these in place. There, I got it. There we go. So I have to do it from here. So what I want it to look like is that these are all bound together right at that spot right there. And then I know it's off, and that's actually okay. I think I'm just going to bind the center ones in. Uh-oh, I've lost how I did it. I have to be there. I have to be here. Okay, and let's move over this way and put that one in, put that one in, and that one, and that one, and then let's go back. Oop. There we go. Okay, so I'm binding them together like this for that part. And that is this piece here. Now the question is, do I just want it to sit here like this? I could just have it sit here where they had these logs. This is the carpenter right here. So it's almost sort of like something the carpenter did. Just use those log pieces and tie them together to make a roof over top of this area here. So this is the way that they come now to get into this area. And this works as far as this is concerned. And then when she finishes putting in the road piece that she has here, we'll be able to bring this around and join to the pieces. So there is a piece, there is, I was going to look and see the pieces that Mixasa and Matlam added to a couple days ago as decoration pieces. And so I'm going over here for a minute because I'm going to look at them as decorations. So let's come up here and let's switch to cliffs. And let's see, and let's go to decorations, but they're not in decorations. Infrastructure, catway, a dead end. Let's look at the dead end. Nice. Oh, okay. And this is really actually nice, Mixasa, having this, yeah, because there are some places where if you don't want to continue, that is going to work out really coolly. Okay, so that's one of them. That's the level 1, and the level 2 is fits onto the level 4 and 5 of that. The level 1 fits on to, which is so funny. It must have been so funny when you were watching me make those ends and you knew you had these ends here. It's perfect. It's actually perfect. So let's look at, yeah, seriously. So let's look at the other catway, and it's a small garden. So it's a piece, it's just a piece. Excellent. Excellent, but look what it does. It makes this little area right here. I like that a lot. And that fits very nicely. And that's going to work in some sections that we have. And I am absolutely looking forward to adding those pieces in. They are really, really nice. That works really well. So, for example, right now, because we don't have anything here, this is a perfect example of some place where it could go, right at this part right here. It's more than likely that this isn't going to go anywhere. I don't have anything at this level right here. So we could tap here, tap onto this, and let's go. I'm still in cliffs, infrastructure, catway, the dead end, and this is a level 2. And let's come here. They are leisure sites, so sometimes you could have citizens sitting on benches. Yeah, I know, and that is so wonderful. Let's raise this up so I can see what it looks like. And then it goes, it fits right here. So for this particular end that we have here, see where it is and see how it is. And this is the level 5. This is just a little bit wider because of the fact that we were making it, because of the balloon. Yes, because of the balloon. That's the reason why. And so when this is put in right here, this changes this area, and this is really, really nice. So I can bring this part over, since mine is a little tiny bit longer right here. So we'll just bring that piece over and this piece right here, and I think that is it. So that gives them this little place right here to sit here and look out. I like it. Oh, look, two of the kids can sit here and watch the moon and snuggle. That's adorable. That's perfect. That is perfect. And look where it is. And that's wonderful, especially because there isn't anything much that we're going to add to this part. We could also, under here or out here, put the other little piece. And that would be really cool for putting, for getting much more of a look in those areas. Let's go up again. Let's go ahead for just a second and go in here. And let's go to here. So we could say that overhead was one of Lila's first projects, and she is better at doing things now, but everyone likes it, and it's just a reminder of when she was first starting out, and that it's very fun. We're going to come down. Susanna is not here this morning yet. We got up much earlier, and so that is what I just really like that. But then we can see this pattern here. See this pattern right here? And it is offset, but I still would probably like, let's see what we can do with it. Because we could take this and just go ahead and run this through this log set through here. Let me see if that is thick or if that is thin. That is thick, and I'm fine with that. So run this through. I have to be careful because this is actually where Tank actually was injured working in this section. She forgot that there wasn't a walkway at the time when she got out of the balloon, and so that was unfortunate. Okay, I actually like this look. We could match this. I like it sort of being offset right here to match up with that part, the main part right here, because that just looks really neat to me. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. All right. And there we have it. Do I want to do anything here? Nope. Do I want to have these match? Maybe so. We'll pull these in and put them there. And this one behind and underneath doesn't show, so I don't have to worry about that one. And there we are. Okay. Yay! Around here where this is, see this part right here? This is only the level 3, so we haven't gotten to the point where this is stretched out yet. So we can't do anything with that. This is also one of the houses right here. And I don't have anyone to work beyond the two, beyond Valerie and Emery working here. So this is one of the things that we have to keep in mind. So I'm looking at what time? 44. We're actually going to spend a little bit more time in Rosa Ouro. There's Elena. Elena is looking at the pool like she's just getting ready to take off her clothes and jump in. And so we'll leave her. There's something holding her up with the rabbit hutch, and let's see what it is. Let's look. She's not asking for anything there. So let's look here, and it is coarse dirt and a ton of stone. So the trapdoor, that is spruce plank trapdoor, and it's going to be delivered. It's already been made. The stone is being delivered, and the only thing that is not being delivered is the coarse dirt, which I believe has to be made by the stone mason. It maybe can be made by the farmer, but let's try the stone mason and see, because I think that's what's going on. It's not going to be delivered. So let's come in here. There's Spellog, and let's come to recipes, teach, course, C-O-A-R, coarse dirt, and sure enough, coarse dirt, and we are looking at the farmer making it. So the farmer does need to make it, so Bega can actually make that. Let's run over to where Bega is. I know it looks like I'm running, but I'm actually just swimming close to the ground. And let's teach recipe here. Let's teach the coarse dirt recipe, and there it is. So she can actually make that. Let me look at the things that she has. We changed out the field so that she would grow carrots because we had enough potatoes. And we were thinking about where we're going to put the other farmer. We need to put the field here, and I believe this Shire field will actually fit in that space right here. But then we'd need another farmer to be where. And that's the thing that I don't have an answer to right just yet. I think maybe we could have the farmer sit like right here, but we'll have to see how this road winds, this part of the road, and how much land we actually do need. Because I look at this and it looks like, oh, that's perfect, but the way the lands break up is the thing that happens. And this is not, of all the different types, the farmer is one that I haven't found a disconnected one, where you, in the same way you can put the chicken and the sheep, the cow farm and those in there. You can't really do that with the field farmers. Although that makes me want to look at steampunk for a second. Let's come up here and let's look at Byzantine and steampunk. They're the ones that are most likely going to have something like that. So let's come to switch. Let's go to farm. No, what am I looking for? Steam. Let's go to steampunk first. And let's go to horticulture. Let's go to the farm. So we have an alternative farmer who is the big huge field here, and then we have the farmer, and that's what we have at Rosa Ouro. And so let's switch packs. Let's go to Byzantine, BYZ, and there it is. And let's look at horticulture, farm, and we only have one, and it just gets bigger and bigger. And so, yeah, not really. So switch out. So that just leaves us, it really just leaves us our ecology. It really and truly does. I'm just going through them all to sort of remember. The Incans are on a hill, and I do remember that. The Nordic is just traditional. The Lost City Farmer, horticulture, yeah. So is one of these, and the level 5 is a walled in one with just the single field, and then you can come out. That's pretty small. But I don't think it's small enough for any of the areas that we have here that I would want. That's definitely small, but definitely not. Yeah, hold on for a second. Someone's actually trying to contact me for a minute, and I'm going to say that I'm streaming on YouTube right now. And there we go. Okay. And that wasn't my sister. She actually is really good about my time and Vincentius Primus's time, to a fault sometimes. So I sometimes have to be careful that she's not over protecting us. It's just tiny enough that it might actually fit somewhere. So let me come down here and look. Why do you search for another farmer? Because Bega's farming on her own, and usually I try to have 2 farmers. Oh no, I was trying to think if the cliffs it would work, but it's not. Yeah, I usually like to have, look at this, isn't this beautiful? She has 2 fields. I'd like her to have 1 more field, 3 fields. And I always feel like more than 2 fields is a lot for a single farmer, which is why I usually have 2. Even for 4 fields, I have 2. For 3 fields, 3 fields is when I start having a second farmer. And third message up. There is a mystical site for agriculture in Byzantine. A mystical site for agriculture? Hold on a second. What? Hold on, let me look and see what he saw. Let's come here. Let's go back to Byzantine for a minute. BYZ, Byzantine, select, and mystical site? No. Let's go here. Let's go to horticulture. That's interesting. I see it. What is that? What is that? Oh. Speaking of your statues, look at that. Look at that, Mr. Villager. That is very curious. So so that's one mystical site. What's their real mystical site look like? And they have a different, holy good freaking night, I forgot. This is the Byzantine mystical site. Yes, the stadium. Wow. I totally forgot that that's their mystical site, is the huge stadium, the Ben-Hur Stadium. It's almost perfectly the Ben-Hur Stadium, in where the gates are and where the seats are and the different sets of seats. It's beautiful. It's lovely. It's the one that appears in the flower shop. Hold on for a second. So let's go back to horticulture. And there it is. So the flower shop is, where'd it go? Where is it? Ah, there's the flower shop right here. So this is the flower shop. Level 1, 2. Ah, I see. And is that what that's for? That is. That's what you're saying. That the mystical site is supposed to appear there. I see it. So when we switch, when we go to horticulture, and the mystical site, that piece right there is supposed to go in that block right there. Okay. Interesting. That's beautiful, actually. I don't like it at the level 5. Let's look at the horticulture for a minute. I have to remember that. The flower shop. Yeah, it starts getting into that block right away. And so, but I loved it in the wood. The wood one looks gorgeous. I really like the wood one. That's really pretty. And the upstairs where they have these. Yeah, that's nice. It's a little fountain pool. Yeah, it definitely is. And that is interesting. So yeah, Mixessa, that's actually what I'm doing. I was just looking to see if there was a farmer in the dell that I wanted to add, and there really isn't, except for that switch, the mesa. The mesa one is super tiny and our ecology is tiny. The mesa one, farm, I think it's still too big for all the places that we want to put it. I'm just looking at the land that we have in the farm area, and I think even if it was up against this part right here, it would almost have to be facing this way and blocking off that area. Where is Vincentius? Vincentius is somewhere in some deep dark forest of 7 days to die. Actually, he's been relaxing in 7 days to die when he's not working here lately, and that tells you what kind of time that he's having. That 7 days to die is relaxing. So as far as his work is concerned, so that's what he's doing right now. And the fact that he hasn't said anything means he can't hear me. until now. He said until now. Um, Zaf was asking for you, and that's what I was explaining to Zaf, where you were. Look at how this fits right here. I don't like it as much. Would I like it to sit right here? I might not. And I might not increase the farm. I might just go ahead and have them, have Begga change out the type of food that she is. Oh, shoot, I made it go on. It wasn't going on, and then I moved. Okay, let's put this here for a minute. That if we put an extra farm piece right here, an extra farmhouse, I don't really want a farmhouse. I just want another farmer. Yeah, they eat you and take your loot. Yeah, they do. And he's playing Zaf. The way he's playing is that if he dies, he starts all over. That he dies. Which is really interesting. I'm drinking tea. Yeah, and so, we missed them. That was a visitor, a special visitor, and they just disappeared. Yeah, I don't wanna. I wish I could do something, but the only other thing that I could do is add another field, but then Begga would be doing it by herself. And I don't necessarily like that. And then arcology, which is probably the tiniest of them. What if I did that? What if I built the arcology and then took it apart and just had the hut block? Let me look at arcology for a second. Let's look. Let's switch. Oh, now I brought them all on again. Let's come over here just for a moment. And let's switch. Let's go. Look at you being right here at the top. And horticulture and the farm and the level 5. So the level 5 of this farm is, let me turn this off, is this. So it's nothing really, but I would need to put it somewhere in this area, and I don't want to. I don't want to put it anywhere. Now over here, oh, and it's nighttime and you can't see. I'm going to take it that I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm not going to expand their ability to farm. I think that they have enough food probably, and that it will be okay. We do have cows, and we do have sheep, we do have fish, and we do have potatoes. We have a ton of pumpkins, which is why we're growing carrots, and we have wheat for the animals as well as for the land people. And so in that respect, I think that I'm not going to be concerned. And Marvin is he has an interesting way of farming these plants. It's almost like he's studying them more than anything. And Marvin, you're actually not supposed to be doing any cactus. So let's look again, and sure enough he is. So let's turn the cactus off.
Hi, Zaf.
There we go. He said hi. And he he's talking about 7 days to die.
It's Horde Night.
It's Horde Night. Ooh, that's why we're not hearing from him. It's Horde Night. We don't need any cactus, so I'm turning it off for right now. Okay. I think that we're going to be done unless we're going to see what's going on here. I'm looking at Jace taking down that dark oak right there. Okay. And we could continue this road because now that this is coming out at a much lower level, it's coming out right to here, which I think is this 72. What is that? I think that's higher than 72. This is 74. So it's coming out at a higher level, but we still need for them to be able to come through from here. And we were talking about bringing it over and bridging just across this part right here. Just putting in a bridge across here. But it's just going to be messy. I don't have an idea yet. I'm going to have to wait until I have an idea. Look at this. Look at the squid family that we have here in this lake. That is most curious. But see that right there? That's that's Monica, one of our druids. And where did she come from? And that's exactly it. And I'm wondering if that would be an awful drop. That doesn't drop into water. So they're not doing that. And that doesn't drop into water. Okay. So they're not coming from there. They must be coming down. Look at how dark this got under here. This is very interesting. We could do what they did. And let's put in a pole, a chain, and we have those. Just right here. A pole, a chain, right here. And then can I see the light? I might not be able to. There we are. Okay. Just to make it not as dark underneath, and that did it. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's work on something. So she is working on the rabbit hutch, and she is still waiting probably for the stone. That's what we're going to do. So there has to be a way of bringing this road around in some kind of way that is going to not make me unhappy. And that's the thing. The road is making me unhappy. If we could bring it around on the other side of this. So in other words, it would come around here and join and somehow begin to come down or something to join with this. And this is at what level? This is at 75 and that is at 74. It's already at the correct height. As far as you know, they can't use the corner gap between two fences to path, but they still could be pushed by a fellow citizen, right? Oh, okay, that's good to know. That is good to know. Okay. Hi. Welcome, welcome. This is what I'm doing. And let's come here. And there she goes. So she is headed out this way. Why don't we just build it up? Why don't we just build it on stilts or something until we get to a certain point? So this right here is the road. We're trying to reach this road right here, right where these trees are. And we want to go there. And this is 74. And in order to do that, if we brought it around on the other side at 74 and built out from here, so we have that long piece, but we're going to build it out from here. Let's see what happens if we try this for a minute. How much time? I don't have a lot at this particular point. Vincentius is getting ready for horde night. Oh, I see the color of the sky on his screen. Okay. Just looking at the clock under the map in the corner of the screen. Just imagining how citizens look at okay, let's come here. And let's come to here. What do I have? I have M. Okay, let's do mine. All right, let's see what I'm looking at right here for a sec. Yep. This is interesting. Diagonal. Let's switch this diagonal and turn it this way. And let's make the diagonal come here. And let's move it over. See her? So that it comes this way. So if it comes this way, it would be coming across to here. I need this part right here to be on the other side of this tree, right here like this, but that puts this in this part right here where this tree is, and I can't win. I can't win that race. And yet this is what this is how I do it. Oh, I see. Okay. I need to have a straight come out. Right where she just walked, right there. We're going to have a straight come out there and meet up to this. And this is headed straight over here to this. And that's how we're going to do it, using dark oak and using spruce. And let's come to here. Let's have the road piece actually come right here. Let's put the road piece in first. Yeah, I see this, but this is a level 5. So nothing's going to change here. I'm almost positive this is the level 5 of this. Yes, it is. Okay. So we don't have to worry about that changing. And I'm going to go to sleep for a minute in this corner because I want to work on this for a second. We have a little bit of time before we have to go over to Rosa Ouro, and I want to work on this just for a moment. So this road piece, see where they're coming? Ah! That was close. This is where I want to put this. So let's come to here. Let's switch to Spruce Roads right here. Let's get a Spruce Road straight. And there it is. And so now let's bring this over this way and bring this up. And there it is. And I don't want to get rid of this part. I don't know why. I just kind of like the fact that there was this rugged thing here. And let's bring this in one to be right here like this, and it's going to come right along here like this. Now the question is, do we want it to be this, or do we want it to actually be dark oak log coming down in the rock right here? And I think I'm going to look at the dark oak for a second and see if I like the way it looks better. So let's switch to oak, dark oak, and let's go here to infrastructure, to roads, to the long walkway, and let's bring it down. When you're in a rush, when they slow walk when you're in a rush, has that happened to you? It has, and Vincentius primus have gotten to the point that when something like that happens, it means that we're supposed to slow down for some reason, and that's our response to that now, because it's so ridiculous when it happens. That a person's doing that, and you just go, why? So the only thing that you could really say is that something else is going on. Something else in the universe is going on. And so based on that, we usually end up saying, okay, this means that we're supposed to slow down for some reason. There's the stone right there. I would like to have this actually be anchored, and it's not going to be anchored with these. So let us build this right here, constructed. Let's take this away. Let's come up here and get this log. The dark oak in some areas is big enough to do this long thing, and we have grown some dark oak to do that. But we're actually going to have the dark oak, have spruce be here for this, because we do have spruce, spruce lengths that will come down this far and anchor themselves underwater. There is actually, see that? Right there, right there. It's in the stone. And I'm just gonna put another stone right around that part. And is that going all the way up? It is, but you're not supposed to be there. Hold on a second. And let me take that away and that. All right. So when I go underground, underwater, it looks like this, and the tree is connected on both sides. Good. So there's one. And this one here, we'll take this one off and put this one up. Sorry. Wow, was that a short day? My gosh, that just seems so short. And yeah, it specifically when it happens when you're actually in a hurry, and then it's like something weird is going on, that it becomes a timing issue. It becomes a thing where this is just too crazy to be to not have some significance. And that's kind of the way we look at it, because it can be fairly arbitrary. Seriously? We're going all the way down to here? Okay. Okay, and there we are, and there. And this one here is in the rock, so we don't have to worry about this one. It's going to disappear into this rock, and this is what is holding up this part of the bridge, which actually helps hold up this part as well, right here. So let's take this out and bring it down to this wood, that comes up and take this away. And am I going to have to jump down? Yes. And bring it up. Ta-da! Okay. Let's put this in to match. This doesn't matter. And where did you come from, Zelda? So I still have a thing where they're coming off of this end right here. And this is one of the ends where we actually need to put a one of the new pieces that we have. So let's go to cliffs. Let's put it here. Let's bring the dead end here for a second and let's look at what's here. So eventually there's going to be this. And what we're talking about doing is putting, I'm looking at this spot right here. That is going to be at the end right there. See, it's going to come down. And there is the tower right there. So if this came right here, let's turn this off for a minute just so I can see where this is. Did you hear that? Where did that happen? That was a fall, actually. And I didn't see where that happened from. All right, so this is down 1, 2. So now we can put this back up for a minute and raise this up to here. I see it right there. And now this is here. It's going to make this part of the ladder go away. I know that, but I want to see what else is going to happen. This is level 1 right here, and this is level 1 piece right here. And I'm trying to see if I'm putting it in the right place right here. I don't want it to overlap that. One, two, right there. I don't think it is. Let's move it this way. 1, 2, there it is. All right, and so it's going to be right here, right on that line. I'm actually going to bring it back 1 so it doesn't erase that or that. So let's come here and actually let's go back for a minute to it. Right here, the dead end. Let's make it a 2 and let's come here and let's construct it and let's X and let's see what we've got. So we're going to have this dead end right here, and I'm going to bring these pieces over to match on the sides of this. I need a piece here. Can I put something there? I cannot. I can't put anything. Oh, I know how I can do it. I can do it from here because I can put this here and yes, dun da da da, yay. Okay, so there's that, and then have this come to here. I know this looks strange, but in actuality, this is actually going to work really nicely. And take that piece and bring it all the way over on this side, and take this piece right here, whoops, and bring it right here. You saw Bennett. and put it right there. That piece right there. That was actually rubidium and oculus that was making it so that I could reach farther. I was having trouble reaching this morning because rubidium and oculus were turned off because it seemed like they caused the crash. I know you can't see anything. Hold on a second. I'm going to go to sleep. I just realized you can't see anything. Okay. All right. So I had them turned off, and it was like, why can't I reach that? So rubidium and oculus seem to have something to do with the reach. Do I want a piece here? I do. So look at these little tree houses that they have. So they're up in the trees, in the tops of the trees, right in this area here. And I just really love that they are. Look at this beautiful spruce right here at the end of this. And yet this is still here. When this takes off, it rises up and goes over and goes back to where that other orange one is, down there. That's interesting. Let me see what level this is. This is level 2. Let's come over here for a minute. I think this is a level 4, but let's see what this balloon is. These are both courier balloons. I didn't remember it being so small, but maybe it was that small in the beginning. And it sure is a level 4. I need an absolute third builder on the hill, on the rock. I really do. I need a third builder on the rock. What if we considered that? Where would we even put a third builder? Because she's working on the hutch right here. She's working on the rabbit hutch right here with all those carvings and everything. And Emery, that's Valerie, Emery is down here working on the house. And it would be nice to have one more person to be working on upgrading things, but they would have to have their own either builder shop or balloon. In this area. You know how I am about the grove, but this little section right here, I still need to bring the road over. I'm not going to worry so much about it. I'm still doing that thing where let's actually let some things take time. And we have 2 builders, we have 3 in town, and right now we're going to say that that's enough. Let's go to monster. Let's see if we can put this up. Nope, we're done. We're done for today. Today's Friday. We'll be back tomorrow here in Prasino, and we'll come back here and we'll continue working on that road piece and trying to get it. But that works out really nicely. Look at that right there. That's perfect. That is perfect. If I wanted to have something here, but I don't think so, we'll just take that one away. But I'm going to stay here for the continuation. And that is so neat. That is just so cool, sitting there like that. I think that I want to do that as the picture. Just have that there, because that just looks so lovely. All right, escape. Let's go to Rosa Ouro, which is the desert mining town. Why not sit a bit? I am. I am going to sit there, but here, when we come to Rosa Ouro, we're going to look at some things here. While that is doing its thing, imagine every stream starts sitting on this. That's interesting. That would be very meditative. It would indeed. And look at all the places we have here where we can put in stuff like that. See this part right here? We just added this this morning. And that just looks like a place where we could put that little piece, that little garden piece. Let's look for a second. We just got here, but let's look for a second at that little garden piece because I think that would be really cool. Small garden. We should have some of these sofas in front of the town hall. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see when the town hall gets done what amenities are going to be included in it. But here we are here. I'm going to get this to go off. It did not go off. Am I wearing glasses? Hold on for a second. Let me make sure I'm not. I am not. And that should have made it go off, but it didn't go off enough. So here's the little piece that we have. You can see the outline of it right here. And that's it right there. So that's the little piece that would be added. But let me turn it around. And what's interesting is its location and the way what it suggests right there. I don't think I'm going to be able to put it there. And that already is the entrance to yep, I see it. The entrance to the mystical site is beginning to take its place. And Lindsay finished the hospital. Whoa! The hospital is level 5. See all this here? Ainsley closed in this portion of that cave in order to put in the mystical site, which is pretty interesting that she did that. Oh my God, everyone's finishing. And Omar is finished what he was working on. And he was working on the new guard tower on the other river. And put some sofa at the balcony. Yeah, that would definitely be nice. I'm going to wait for a minute. So down here, all of these buildings, Zaf and Mr. Villager, are levels 3, 4, and 2. And so down here, this is actually the level, let me see what level this is of this apartment building. I believe this is the level 4, so this is the highest version of this apartment. And it already has, down on this level, a wonderful little couch and garden that is set up right here. This is included in the build of this apartment building at level 4. So at level 5, I can imagine that there are some additional pieces that go along with that. So each one of these apartment buildings here, this is another one right here, and this is another one right here, are going to have those little sofas. And if we wanted to, they're all purple, but we could change the color of them just to change the fact that we have 3 in a row. So we could change the color of the couch that's going to be right here. And the first one's purple, and the second one's orange, and the third one's cyan or something like that. But we could do that because this is this apartment in 2 other places. But I really love that couch there. When in their design, over here, this is the restaurant, and the restaurant has wonderful seating, private seating in the lifeboat. That's what it looks like. The lifeboat hanging off is some private seating, and there's Aes. Aes is clearing the table for the night and getting ready to go home. And there he goes. Leroy just went down, and now Aes is going down, and he's going to take the back way. And that's what they do. That's the back way down. And they go all the way down to the ground, and Aes is living out here. I believe that his parents are in fact living right here. And let me just make sure about that. That Rosa and Rosa and that's no. I'm Emmanuel, and Rosa's kid is Nakasaya, and Naki is Isabella's assistant chef, in the same way that Aes is Leroy's assistant chef. This Aes, who's living here, is the one that's going to be the shepherd. We have 2 kids named Aes. You have to rename him Mr. Kim? Nah. No, remember? He has the perfect name for this. His name, Leroy's name, is Good Luck. So he's Mr. Good Luck. And in a way, I didn't plan that. He actually has that name, and that name just seems perfect for this kind of restaurant as well. So that is who he is. I know, I was thinking I was going to rename him Mr. Kim, but with the name Good Luck, I just loved that fact. So this is the Good Luck restaurant, and which goes perfectly with fortune cookies and all of that. So that is the thing. And Mixasa forgot, because we had talked about it before. Let's come over here. I'm still looking at things. This area is still a construction site, so that's why there isn't any place to sit, because they're still working on the clock tower. They're still working on the taxi and the platform for the taxi and things like that. And so they don't want people sitting around right now while the construction's going on. So that's why there isn't any seating on the outside of this. However, at the bakery, there absolutely is seating on the outside. And there are this comfortable little table set right here where people can sit and they can actually have something. And then this is where the bakery is. This is bakery, but they serve pastries and coffee. And so this is their little place right here. And in this area, these houses are still only level 4s right now. That isn't. This is a level 5. This is our first level 5 right here. So this would be one of the places that you're talking about. If we wanted to, right here in front of this house, we could actually maybe do that thing where we extend it out. We can look and see what it would look like here. So let me touch down here. Let's go to catwalk. Let's go to small garden, and let's go right here for a second. I'm going to look and see what I'm looking at. I might need to turn it this way. I'm looking, and see what I'm looking at. So is it level 3? It is. So there's the level 3 of it. So if I wanted to, we could take this and bring it up to here and have these two pieces be here like this. So that puts a second light right here, which happens to be okay in a right place. Look where this ends up being. So we could take away this one and just have that one, but we could take away this part and have that little garden section right here just for them to be able to look out and have fun right here. That is actually quite nice. There's just one problem. It's not over far enough. There's the match right there. Okay. So is it going to remove a portion of this? It kinda is. Let me look and see what's going to go away. Just that part. We can remember that that's there. We can remove this when this is finished, and we can have right in front of this house, we can have one of these little areas right here, and we can take away this fence right here, and we can have that there. Now this is a decoration. So Lindsay just finished the hospital, so she can actually do this decoration. So we'll start with the level 1. I think we have to start with the level 1. And we're going to assign a builder. We're going to assign Lindsay to build this. And this is going to be interesting. So we're going to extend in front of this level 5 house. We're going to have a little garden area that looks out over the poppy fields and looks out towards the east. And that is actually going to be really kind of cool. What's in the area? I think there is only, I think 3 people live here. Let's come in. Knock, knock. Who's there? Me, just me. Did I fix this? Yes, there's Fry. Fry's there. That means that everyone else is sleeping upstairs. Marmaduke is in one of these rooms. We took out the bed here. And let's look in the other room here. And Marmaduke is here. This bed is not legit, actually. That's an added bed in that room. So, however, there's no one in this room, so I'm going to go to sleep. You go to bed? Okay. It was nice to see you, Zaf. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Afgaristo. Kala Apogevma. Kala Apogevma? I hope that's correct. And I will see you soon. I hope so. Kalo Apogevma. It is morning. Some of the cliff buildings remind you of your build. in 2022. There are memories that deserve to be memorized, to always be remembered. Yeah, they are. There are indeed. Let's go downstairs and let's go out. I haven't decided whether I'm going to. I don't particularly like the jungle bark in the house, in this house, but I'm not ready to do anything about it right at this moment. Omar just finished working on this, and this is the piece where when he started building it, he told Pierce that there's nothing to hold this onto this mountain except rock, and he wanted to get down to the rock. So he did, and that is what we're saying happened here. And in this area here, we are putting the mountain back. So when this house was built, some of this area came down. We put some of it back, but we didn't put it all back. But because this comes all the way up to here, we're actually going to end up putting back the part of the mountain that is missing in this area. And so that's something that we will work on from time to time when we're doing stuff, like when I'm talking about something or something like that. I'll just come in and start putting in the stuff that's supposed to be here. Let me put some dirt, some green on this so that it begins to actually do something here, actually grow in this section. So we'll put that in, and this, and all of this is going to get filled in all the way across, all the way over to here, in order to hold up this, in order to substantiate this, in order to support this guard tower. Now everybody, hold your breath. Please, 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 please have expanded the border the way we wanted. Ready? We're going to turn around. Thank goodness. Oh, look. Oh. So stingy with this corner here. It's still stingy with this corner right here. So it comes out to here. It's easier to see at night, and maybe I should wait until night to show it, but then it keeps coming back right in this spot. See that spot right there? You can't see it. I'll have to do it at night so you can see. However, I think we have enough room this time to be able to put the mine in. Before, it was coming right up against this mark. But now I think we can actually put the mine in right here, which is one of the pieces that we wanted to put here. The Cliffs Mine. And I don't know how, I don't remember how it goes, so I'll have to do it again from scratch. Right here, level 5, let me pull out. Let me look at what I'm looking at, and let's see what we've got. So let's look at the 1 and see how much of the mountain. There we go. Let's turn it around and put it inside the mountain here, which is what we intended to do. And then we need it to join up with this piece right here. Right here. Let's look. And that is, I think, 1 too high. So let's come down and let's put it here. And that is essentially it. Let's look at the level 5 for a sec and see what we're talking about. So the level 5 is right here like this. So that is disconnected from there, going up and going around to here. And I think this goes in, and let me see how far this goes in respect to what we were talking about. Let's look here. Let me see what that is. That is in the ground right there. So the mine is underneath. There are caves here. And this would come here like this. So I was thinking about putting this here, and now I'm not so sure. I'm actually not sure. I don't have anything that I don't have anything with the let's pull this all the way out so I can see where the pieces are in relationship to what this builds. How does this forester work, Miksasa? Does the forester actually come down the hill and have designated areas where, or like in the Badlands where you have those forests at the top of the mountain, they come to there and they work from there? That is so interesting. I was going to put something here, and everything that it looks like that I could put here doesn't do what I want anymore. And that is to come down to the foot of the mountain. You read? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Red is an interesting word. R-E-A-D in English is past tense and present. When it's present, you say you read something, and when it's past tense, it's like the color red. The way Americans say the color red. Your color for red, I think, is vermella or something like that. It's like vermilion. So red and read are the same, are spelt the same, and it's one of those weird words that Americans have to throw off foreigners. So this is the forester here, and if we had the forester here, it looks like this building is meant to come out and go sort of around, which is kind of what we have here. If it was here and went around like that, it would be going around, but here is the entrance to the port, and it's still up too high. So that isn't going to work. This is one of these days where some of my stuff has just taken a lot of thought. Rock is going to be delivered out at this level, I put this here specifically to be at the level that this was in relationship to something that was going right here. There we go. So now we can see it with the, so see this corner, there's a corner right here, and it's that corner that we were trying to push back against, this corner right here. That if I look down, see, you can see it right there. That's it. That's the corner we're talking about. But there's still enough room to put a river runner and some other things down here without getting out of the border, right at this line. That's the line that is in the way. And no, it did not. It did stretch it out to here, which makes a lot of room right in this spot here. The only thing that I can think is if underneath here on this part we had stuff at the sea level, and then above it we had something else. I am not going to be able to do that today. I don't have an idea. I don't have an idea for it. That happens sometimes. Let's go into the hospital. It's nighttime. The hospital is a full level 5, and this was the one that I was saying that I was going to remove the top castle piece on it and just have the Caledonian pieces, the lower Caledonian pieces on here, but that I didn't want to have those top pieces. Let's come in and look. Yay! I know, I actually, and this is the beginning of the entry for the hospital. This is a waiting room area here. This is the waiting room at the outside. This is an attending right here. I don't see another way in. So there's only one way into the hospital through the main door, right here. So let's look at the main door for a minute and see. And we might want to make it a double door and have glass in the center, and put the double door on both sides so that people can go out and go in at the same time. So if you had an emergency, they could go in past people who are going out without clogging up the door. Do we want a portion of this to be a ramp? We could maybe have a ramp come up the side of that and talk about that being there. I kind of like that. Let's make sure it's the 5. It is not, it's a 4. So let's have, when Lindsay gets done doing our little decoration piece, we'll have her come and do the level 5. I want to look at something. I was thinking, oh, this isn't so bad, this little castle thing up here. Well, that's because it's not done yet. And so it's actually a level 4, and we need it to be a level 5. And I'm going to look for a minute. I'm coming up, and let's use this. I want to see what the level 5 looks like. It's a Caledonian hospital. So let's go to Caledonian for a minute. And let's come to hospital level 5, and let's raise it up so that it's not interfering with the balloon. And let's come up and look. And yeah, so the only thing I'm talking about is I'm just going to take off these top flutes on here. I don't want them to be there, but everything else is okay. Let's look at the front. So the front is still small, and so this is the part that we're talking about. We'll probably put in an emergency ramp on this side and put the doorway here and here and have this be glass in that section when the time comes, and that will work for that. There is a place here for them to come out and be outside. That's interesting. It's almost like a smoking balcony. That's what it looks like. And that is it, actually. That is it. So between the level 5 and the level 4, I don't see so much here. Aw, someone got flowers. But up here, it does make a difference in these rooms. And there's intensive care. And we have little areas back here. And this is a care rooms right in here. What's in here? Ah, that's the one that goes out. That's our little smoking balcony. And it isn't. It's a rehabilitation balcony. And this is the ward. And that's actually the ward. So there's a ward. And there is intensive care. And that works. That works. And that's it. That's the whole place right here. This is in the ward room. And then the emergency areas down here for when people come in and they haven't been diagnosed yet, and they keep them separate to see what it is that they have. And I like that. That works. We can put some big piece of art right here. And the windows are good. Okay, so yeah, so when that is a level 5, we will do that. But right now, I'm going to come down here and do something in anticipation for tomorrow. I'm going to do a couple things for a second. I'm actually drinking tea. I actually got thirsty today. Look, the sun is rising. That looks so pretty. Let's go to sleep. And Lindsay started the small garden. And I'm going to come here. I'm going to change into a land person, a survivalist. And so now I'm in survival. And I'm going to come here and look at what we have. First of all, are they doing anything? They're not doing anything. Let's look at technology. So right now we have jungle masters, so we can do bamboo and cocoa and vines. We just need a place to do it. And we are going to have the botanical gardens, and that's where we're going to do it. Diving lessons, we do have one of those. I could go ahead and do that. Why don't we do that? Let's see. Hi, Micah and Gorman. How are you? And why don't we come over here? I should have, let's see what I have here. Yes, I have seaweed, sea pickles. I think these are all the thing. The gas tier, let me see if I have done that already. So I'm going to come here and let's look. Let's come back into technology, and right where this is, taking diving lessons right here. Let's study that. So that's the first thing that we're going to study. Let's go into technology again. Where did I need a guest tier? Did I need that for the graveyard or something? That does sound like something graveyard-like, doesn't it? Let's go to civilian and let's look. And let's come down to here, and sure enough, and there it is, a graveyard totaling 3 levels, and we can do that. Let's do civilian. I want to see if we can do the other graveyard piece at the same time. We can do grave decay 1 and undertaker emergency. That would be 3 of those. Let's hold on to these. We don't need these anymore there, so I'm going to put these here so they can go back. Let's try this, and let's try these, and let's see if we can get all of these for our grave digger done right now. So let's come down here, and here they are right here. So that would be grave, that makes the grave be there longer, I think. Yes, citizen graves take 2 more minutes to decay, and the undertaker emergency means that the undertaker is able to run faster toward the graves, and that will help Merrimack, who has turned out to be the undertaker. Very fascinating. So now how many things? So we can do one more thing. Let's look at technology for a second, and let's see if we have something that the gilded hammer, the crusher recipes cost 50% less. That is really something that would be good right now. So we can either do that, or we can do reinforced, where the citizens' tools are 15% more durable. Let's go for heavy machinery, the block speed place. Wow. The block break speed. That's really good. That requires a bunch. 3 4s are 12. Isn't that 12? Isn't that like 9 stacks or something of those? 3 4s. 1 2 3. 3 4s are 12. I don't think that's enough. Let me look and see. And let's look at technology and see if it says that that's enough for them to do that. Nope, it's double that. That's what I thought. So it's 3 more of these for that amount. And I don't think I have that yet. So we'll put this back. But I do have gravel, I do have sand, and I do have clay. So we can do this one, and that'll be the full 5. So let's do this, which is down here, the gilded hammer. And now we have all of those. Let's come back here to technology. The next one under the gilded hammer down here yay, is knowledge of the depths. And that is deep slate and tough. And so that is going to be the next one that we can do. And that we need 64 of that. So we're doing okay as far as getting those done. And that is good. That's good. Oh, yes. You're right. Yes, you're right. Okay, everyone. Okay, Micah, I'm going to change. I don't know that you want to be there because I'm going to change. What do I have? I have a bunch of things, but I think I still need them. I don't think I need these. I think I don't need these either. Let's look here. And this is gold, and I don't know how much of this that I need right now. I'm going to put a couple of this back. I don't think you're supposed to be here. And I think that's all the dead that I need, and that sort of takes care of those things. So let's come here and let's come to here. Get ready, people. I'm getting ready to change. She's like, I'm leaving. I'm leaving too. No, don't change yet. Wait, I haven't. Oh. See, it's not that bad. And who is that? That's Micah. Micah? Did she just put on battle gear? Did you see that? That looked like she just put on battle gear. I scared her. Wow. That was very strange. That definitely was. All right, so let's come down. And I've got a bunch of stuff. I'm going to put it in the stash so that they will take it and put it back in the warehouse. And that takes care of that. Wait, you can have that too. And that takes care of all of that. And it said that Casey is going to come on. And there's Casey coming right now and picking up all of that and taking it to the warehouse. And we had to bring the warehouse up a level, the waterfront warehouse. We are not using this warehouse right now. And we would need 4 more at least couriers for that warehouse. And that is something that we could afford to do because of how many people and how big and how far and all of that kind of stuff that's going on here. So there is, no, not here. That was like, that doesn't look right. Here it is. Here she is. Here it is. Oh, look what happened. We made that go away. Ooh. Let's put this here and let's put this part. We'll put this part back as soon as she's done. Let's not do anything just yet. She'll be done in a minute and we'll put all of that back when she's done. So let's continue. Where is it? Where? Oh, there it is. So we continue right here to upgrade, and Lindsay's going to be it, build the building, and there is, or there should be, a way for them to get into the house, but it doesn't look like there is. We're going to take away the post office for right now so that they can get into the house right here, and take this way right here and this way. So you heard the people, you heard that sound, and we have people there. How did you get damaged? How did this get damaged? Let's see. We'll just put that there for now. This is stretching out into this little area here. See where that is? So that part is stretching out there, and see that little part right there? That part is going to come away. But at least right now they can go in, and that's what we want. And I knew that that was there. It's fine. We'll get to it at the time. Are they open or are they airing out the place? Maybe they were painting and they needed to air the place out overnight. We're going to close it for right now. And while they are all there, we're going to come here. So I don't think that Jackson is going to want to be here yet. It's really sort of open right now. But when it's a little bit more closed, I think Jackson will actually like being at this this place right here. But in the meantime, while there is nobody stationed here, we're going to come down and use this bed for the time being. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, that is true. Absolutely. Absolutely, without a doubt. All right. This is pretty. And a person would say, well, why didn't you build here? It was the poppies. Poppies are actually medication and are used in medication, and of course roses are roses. And so it was the fact that no one had claimed these poppy fields that Pierce said he was going to do that. And now let's look for a second. Lindsay is going to start working on the second piece, and she should have started. There she goes. And Casey picked up our stuff, and the researchers did some of, wow, that was fast, wasn't it? They began investigating. They haven't finished yet. It's going to take them some time. Diving lessons will get us that that one place, and we do need we actually need an actual third plantation farmer, a sugar farmer, or a specialty crop farmer. So Kaylee is one. This is Kaylee right here, not Keela, Kaylee. And she lives in this housing over here. And then right here we have our other plantation. This plantation is actually going to be responsible for this specialty tank that we have up here. And how do they get to it right now? The way they get to it is they come over here, and they come out here, and they come down to here, and then down to here, and then they can take this down. And that's how they're doing it right now until we have something else. And I thought I got all these corners. I thought I closed them all up, but here's another one right here. So I'm going to take this and this and this right here. We're just bringing it out beyond the build just to make it look like they can't use it. They can't go out to the end on all of these. Here's these right here. These will be perfect for the little garden because the border might have moved a little bit. Yeah, it's moved enough that if we wanted, we could put something right here. And we'll think about that later. If we wanted, we could actually do a balloon house in that area. Or have the balloon house be above, right in this section right here, coming down to, let's say, like that ladder, being close to that or being close to here. And either one of these specialists, these wizards up here, would be able to do it. Either Merrimack, who is in the graveyard, or Fallon, who is in the enchanter, or the librarians that we have up here. And this is a level 2 of the library, which we just stopped her from working on until we have the mystic site right here finished, at which point she's going to move on to the next thing. And we already have a florist, but we don't have an alchemist. I think I'm going to have her come back and work on the things that we don't have first. So we're going to have her put the alchemist in next. I know I want to have that flower shop to connect to the town hall and connect that whole section there with the top, but I think this is going to be more important first. So we're going to have Ainsley work on this, and I'm going to cancel the flower shop build unless Lila comes up and does it, which this is pretty high up. She could come up and do it, but we'll see what happens here. There it is right there, and I don't even have it scheduled. I don't even have it scheduled. I must have known. And Keanu is going to do this when he's done with the level 4, which is perfect. And then after that, he'll return and do the level 5. He's going to build the atrium, the greenhouse for the botanical garden. I'm going to sneeze. I thought I was going to sneeze. Yeah, I've had a complete change just in this last little bit of time where I actually am able to drink something without making me cough, which is really good, especially when I'm streaming. And so that is wonderful. So I'm having some ginger green tea and honey, and it's doing good. Yay! Oh my gosh, that looks so perfect. That just looks so perfect. I love it. I absolutely do. This is the spa hospital here. The spa, the leisure center, which is a portion of the hospital. So when people are stressed and tired, especially the druids, this is where Dr. Mamadoc sends them up here to Lissa. And Lissa's also a doctor. And Dr. Lissa takes care of their stress levels. She manages stress, and this is really, really nice. This is very pretty. And so here are the pools. There's one here, and they can go into this pool. This is gorgeous. Look at the towel and the it looks like soap, actually. some sort of bar there. It probably is something that they can use to rest. And then up, that's the upper one. And then the lower one is out of the main door right here. So that means that the lower one is right here. You come out and you go down and then you come up, and this pool is sitting right here, and both of them are hot. I love that special effect of making the water look hot. I really love that. And we're coming down in here, and so this is Dr. Lissa. Hello. And then Marmaduke downstairs. And right here is the school, but we don't have any kids right now. This is the bat pole. We have 2 in town. And this area here comes this way to go down, and then comes down to here. Keanu's standing here. That's not a good sign. Let's come here and let's look and see what's going on inside for a minute. Why aren't you inside, Keanu? Standing. Let's recall the worker. That's not, there we go. That's you.
Good day to
I
see
was
ya.
going to say that's not Keanu standing there, but it is a room with an oven. From the top of the cliff would be risky. We're sure it would, but at least would jump in a nice hot spring. Yes, there's a fence. Yeah, in front of it. Yeah, there it is. Hold on for a sec. Are you going home? You're not going home yet? Okay. I'll have to figure out why not. It's nighttime. Why aren't you going home? What time is it? Why aren't you home, Keanu?
Good day to see ya.
Something's going on. Hold on. Let's come up here and let's see what it is. Let's come here for a minute. Micah's here. Micah's his kid. His and Adamanta's kid. Oh, is he waiting for Adamanta? I wonder if he's waiting for Adamanta. I bet he is. Yeah, he's going to meet her. He must be waiting for her to come. She promised to come by. She might be working late. And she promised to come by, and so he's waiting. But I'm intrigued by that he isn't going home. I could call him to the town hall, but that would be ridiculous. Let me just let him have this night. I'm going to say that he's waiting for Adamanta to come, his partner, one of the druids, and they have something special planned. What is the level of that house? Of his house? Hold on a second. His house is a level 3. This is a level 3 of this house. And Micah is sleeping upstairs where Keanu liked to sleep when he didn't have a family. And now he and Adamanta sleep here. And I believe that there he is. So there they are. So he must have been waiting for her, and maybe they had dinner together, and now it's late enough at night that they have gone to bed, with their daughter upstairs. Now their daughter, Adamanta, is a druid. Keanu is one of the first four, and he has been a builder his entire life. And their daughter, Micah, is researching at the university. She's actually a researcher, and we'll see what happens as time goes on with what she's doing. We still have university students who are studying, including Volmer, and why don't I see Ayas here? Uh-oh, did Ayas get a job without me knowing it? Or is he researching? He was wearing uniform 3, and already all of that luxury. Yeah, which is really nice. Let's come down here to where Ayas is, and let's see if it's saying that he has some sort of special job. There he is, and it says he's a student. He's a student who's studying banking. He was studying banking, but he's not really enjoying it. He's not enjoying the banking. And so it's quite possible that he is going to join Kila and actually be outside. His parents are farmers. He grew up there, and he misses being out. And a bank is definitely not about being out. It is about being locked up inside with the stuff. So that would explain a lot. It would explain why he delays in going to the library to study to study banking. He has the mind for it, obviously. Lots of people have minds for lots of things and don't like them. And this would be one of those situations. So when when Hira is done, this is going to be a new sheep farm right here, and that's where he's going to be. And I thought that this was Ayas here, but Rosa Rosa Emmanuel, that's who it is. Rosa and Emmanuel's kid is Micah, is Nika. And let me go in here, is Isabella's assistant chef. And what is her name? It is Nakiasha. Nakiasha is Isabella, and maybe that's the problem. Now that would be interesting, wouldn't it? I'm not doing it on what if Nakiasha was more interested in Kizeros was more interested in the type of food that Leroy is serving than the type of food that Isabella is serving. And what if Ayas was more interested in Isabella's food? That would be very curious, wouldn't it? But that would mean that Nakia would move out of her parents' house, and I don't know whether she wants to do that right away. She's still kind of young, and I think she still would like to work with Isabella. She likes the idea of working up on the hill, on the side of in the balloon, essentially, on the side of the mountain. But I think that she would have to think over an order like that. And A is fine. He doesn't care right now. He's having fun wherever he is going to work, so long as he's able to cook, because he does like cooking. So that would take care of him. And Lila right now was supposed to be working on one of these buildings here, and I thought that it was Nova's place. Let me see what level this is. And this is only a 2, so it wasn't Nova. She was actually working on the level 1, so she was working on Sullivan's place. Right here, I believe, yes. And now it's a level 2, so she did finish. I'm going to have her bring both of these up to a level 3, so we're going to have her start with Nova, because this will help Nova get the fabric stuff out pretty quickly, and that's what we need. So let's come here and let's go to build options, and the builder is going to be Lila, and she's going to upgrade this to a level 3. Now Nova just started doing some special weaving, and she's working on this type of cloth right here. She's very happy about it. This is the thread for it, and she's going to get some more storage, and that's some of the stuff that she's looking at. Here's some more wool that arrived, and she's got plenty of stuff going on, including, look at that, including some lunch. And I think I'm going to come over and have them pick up. And so Rosa's going to come and pick up. And there's Nova now coming to work. Hello. How are you? Are you good? Yeah? Okay. And so that is her. She is actually doing a nice job. Yeah, she is. She actually is. And so that is what's going on with them right now. I see this right here. I've got a couple places like this where these are missing, but it might have to do with when they were working on the downstairs part right there. I don't know that there was anything there. I'm going to say there was something here. Let's have this come here. We were building the, we found out that this was not a level 5, but it is now. And there's Robert. And so now we don't have to worry about this. Well, he's actually doing it. He's actually composting. See right there? See that? He's getting stuff and putting it in the composters. Hi. No, I was just watching. See, look. There he's getting leaves, and he's putting them in the compost containers. What else are you going to put in? Anything else? No, you're trying to, it's like, is there something that you want? That's what he's saying to me. Are you looking for something in particular? No, it's just curious about what you were doing, that's all. Okay. And this is Lexi, and we needed to do some things for Lexi's place. One of the things that I wanted to do was check on this for a minute. Let's come here, and let's come to this tag tool, and let us shift and go like that, and let us look and see sit tags. existing tags in the schematic. And it's saying, we're saying sit tags, and there aren't any. There aren't any tags in here. Okay, good. So can I put tags in here? Let me see if I can. I can. Good. So I would have to take that one off. So let's come here and let's do air. Whoops, air, A-I-R, I guess it is. And let's do that. No, I don't have to do it that way. I can do it like that. That's what I want to do. And then let's do the sit again and return. Okay, and we'll just wait until I have a restaurant set up here and we can actually put in the sit tags for that. Yeah, the Fletchers, they are... Oh, Robert? Robert has a huge mustache on. That's actually a mustache he's got on, a big gray handlebar mustache. It most definitely is. So the kitchen is here, and we have to have those ovens in those places. Everything else we can take out and we can begin to put in some different kinds of bars in here. And let's look at counters, TER. Wait, there is a tag for air. There seems to be. I don't know. I could be wrong. That's why I didn't use it because I think that I was thinking there was such a counter, but there actually, I mean such a tag, but there actually isn't. So I can't necessarily say that there is. No, the rock, and this is all creamy colors. So I think I'm going to have to do andesite or a dark one. Counters again. Or we could just do wood. Yeah, and there is Mixasa weighing in, and probably not. Probably not. I think because of all of the colors, I should actually do, this is spruce, I could actually do this or this. And let's see what looks better. That or, oops, or this. Or these dark tops right here. The dark tops are actually kind of interesting. This is oak. Let's go back and counter. Let's get spruce ones of those. That's oak. This is spruce and spruce, spruce, deep slate. So the deep slate and because this is more oranges and orange and red and beige, I'm thinking that these will probably be the best looking here. And right here. And yeah, I prefer that. Let's put in this. Now here we definitely can do the counter work. This is definitely sand. So we have to put in at least something that is hard right in that part. And look at this view. Look at the view that they have here. I actually like it. And this one right here. So we'll put something up there. But right here, let's take spruce cabinet CABI. And this is spruce cabinetry here. And that will allow us to have these three come in that place for this restaurant. I don't know that I necessarily want to have something here. I suppose we could do this. It's letting me do this. Let me put that in. It's actually kind of cool having those counters there like that, isn't it? I mean, it does block the view a little bit, but they can still see out and see the water from here like that. I think I actually like that. Let's come here and look. Yep, sure enough, that's what I was thinking. That's what it would look like on the outside. I actually kind of like that. I do. So we don't need anything here. This is the desert. And so now she's got a kitchen, and the kitchen's good. I'm good with this. This is one of the small ones, so she doesn't have a lot of space for real. Wow. Look at that. Whoa. Perfect. Dun 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 dun. We have a mystical site, our first one in a long time. Look at this. Yeah, our first one since Seabridge. Since, oh, look. Yeah, see that? That's what I thought was going to happen there. That she closed up this entire mountain. That's why she needed like 3,000 pieces of stone, of terracotta. She closed in that entire cave. Look at that. That is quite amazing. So this is for people to come in town and see the plans for the fact that there was a, remember, that was where the cave was. The original skeleton royal chambers were there. But before the skeleton royal chambers, there were these other chambers. And these are the chambers that we are going to restore in this area, and that is going to be really cool. Now, this was a place where I wanted to join these two walkways together right here that it's dark and you can't see. So let me go to sleep for a second. I'm going to sleep right here. Wow. Yay, Mixasa. And you were right. Yeah, I know. And of course you were. You made it. But yes, it is very simple, and it's actually really perfect as a beginning mystical site. And I love the look of it. I definitely do. So I was going to have her start the florist so that these would be connected, but we need an alchemist. We actually need an alchemist. So she is going to return to this area, and as you can see, she's working already. That's her swinging that axe. And why are you swinging an axe? Ah, it's within the build. See that one right there? I think she's going for that. And there is Fallon coming to work. Is there another? Oh my gosh, are we really going up this far? No, we're not. There we go. Okay. There it is. Right there. That's what she wanted it for. Oh, that's good. Yay! The tree might actually be saved, because that's as far as she's cutting. See this area here? This is as far as she's cutting. Over. And there is Fallon. Fallon's going. Oh, she went over to see Merrimack. Fallon and Merrimack are if I'm not mistaken, actually together as a couple, surprisingly. Together. In the beginning, they wouldn't live together. Remember that? And then when he became the grave digger and she became the enchanter, I think it was one of those mystery man things. I think it was one of those things where Merrimack was just seemed to be at loose ends, and she wanted and wasn't really interested in talking. He was having a fun time in town and just doing stuff, and he wasn't really interested in a lot of things. She's taking such a strange, do you see what she's doing? But she is finding a way. She's taking away the stone in this area. And can she get back? Yes. I know she can get back because she can take the ladder back up. Exactly. And so this was set up specifically. I was making sure that she could. There's actually a hallway right here. And so she can do stuff in this area anyway. But you can see her removing stone and dirt behind. And whoops, and there she goes. So that's as tall as it's going to be. And then it's going to come down to here because it's supposed to match up with one of these walkways. It looks like because the hut block is right here, it matches up with this hallway right here, and hopefully we'll just have to have it go up in that section right there. But that is what she is working on, and it does not come down to there. It does not come down to the mechanic's chimney. So we're good to go. Okay, so Ainsley's absolutely doing something. Kira is here, and there's the chains going in for the lanterns that are inside the glass greenhouses right there. Excellent. Excellent. Vincentius. Did you see that?
What's that?
I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later. Why am I getting that? There we go. It's news.
Saying, is it snowing?
No, it's not weather news. That would be nice. That would be nice. It's not weather news though. Okay, and look at so here is working on closing in the in this one, but at the same time he's putting up the structures to put up the other greenhouse that is up high, and he's got the structures in place for that. So the horticulturalist Evangeline has already informed Jet and Asphodel that when this farm is finished, that they are going to have some help getting the moss off of these bricks, that the moss cannot be there. It's more than likely that the moss in the desert, it's too dry for moss, and that these are probably going to dry, except that over here is lush desert where the poppies are. I think that if we remove the moss on these, that it won't come back. And Evangeline is saying that that is true because the moss was removed from the greenhouse for the horticulturalist. Evangeline, she's the horticulturalist. So all the moss was removed from here, and yet it is coming back. So that means that this has to be washed off every once in a while so that it does not contaminate the poppies. So that is one of the things that we have to look at when the farm is done, and make sure that none of these actually have any moss on them. There were even some vines that were growing outside of the building, and she collected them and is growing them inside so that they're not actually growing out. And look what we've got here. So this is something almost like they have to work on to make sure that they're not contaminating the poppy fields. And that is on that building. This building doesn't have any. Now, some of the plants that have been added, Thaler just loves these. And yeah, so we're just going to put that in. Let's put these in this part right here. This was where we actually redid this part. And so every time we upgrade, we lose a portion of that. And these are not going to be planted here, nor these or these. Poppies are here. And poppies, it's okay if poppies are here. And we'll leave that. But as pretty as these are invasive. We don't have any of these in this area like that. So we've removed them from, Evangeline wanted them removed from growing wild. It's okay if they're cultivated in a pot, but she's concerned that if they're growing wild, that they'll spread into the poppy fields. And they don't want them spreading into the poppy fields, so that is the reason that they don't have them. These were already here, these wild onions. She is watching that. There were some alliums here, but there definitely were not any of the other flowers were not here at all. So those aren't going to be here. See, even when we have, it turns out to be grass. We don't really have anything except the glows that are different colors, and the glows are different period as far as that goes, as far as contamination goes. So even down here where we are, and do I want to go to sleep? Look at this beautiful sand. Let's go to sleep on the sand. Candy for your eyes. The mystical sight. Okay, so even this, we're only just growing a small amount of sugar down here because there is sugar on the other coast. So there is wild sugar in this area. And I was trying to think if this was actually wild on this coast or if we brought it over from over here. And I don't remember now. I'd have to go back and look. Let's go check the videotape, and that's what we would have to do. Do we still have hippos? Let's see. Yes, we do. We still have 2. Do we still have a rhinoceros? Let's see if we do. If we do, it's ancient. It's an ancient rhinoceros. So it's possible that it has moved on. Nope. There they are. I suppose they live a good long time. Oh my goodness, look at your friend. Whoa. Well, that is rare. Look at that. That is that a cobra or is that just a snake? Wow. That was a really cool picture. And I didn't get it. I did not get it. What's the matter? You don't like me getting too close? Okay. Wow. Yes, I saw you stick out your tongue. Now you're looking at me, huh? Both of them are. That's the first time I've seen one here. We did see it. We did have a turtle. But that's no turtle. So we'll see if we actually got one of those pictures to come out. Look at this. So we're out here. I actually have a picture before we started building here. This is going to be really interesting when the town hall is finished and we get a look at that, because that is going to be fun. And I still need to make a determination on what I'm going to do with these pieces. Who's this? What you trying to do? Is that a visitor? Yes, it is. Okay, she's just trying to come up there. You're going to have a hard time going up there because I'm not going to make it easy for you to do that. Let's look at how, so Omar is tasked with trying to figure out how to get the river runners to stop here, so that on their way, so we want the river runners to stop where that arrow is right there. We want the river runners to stop here on their way to the Capitol, on their way to these buildings here, which is the new skeleton Capitol. And as I said before, they have a tendency to move into places that already exist. Who built them? Who knows? Thousands of years old, and they move in and make it their own. And so they moved from King Mountain to the Capitol, to that Capitol there. And it's good for us in regards to the river runners wanting to run this area, run this river out. And what you can't see is that beyond that, on this side, is actually the ocean out in that black area that has not been explored. It's actually ocean out in that area. But that is not our concern. Our concern is this loop, and that we're going to put a river port, a second river port right here, which is on the other side of the poppy fields from the first river port, which is the Narrows River, and this is the wide. So I still am I still don't have a complete idea of what to put here. In the past, we have used Nordic docks to put what do you call it, docks in for the river runners. But we're going to have bigger river runners on that side because we're going to have river runners that carry stone. And just looking for a minute, and maybe that will help for just a second. Let me look here for a minute at, oh, it's time, isn't it? I'm just going to look at this one thing and then I will go. Let's come to original. Let's go to decorations. Let's go to ships and let's go to no, it's not. That means it's colonial. Let's try colonial. Let's see, it's colonial ships. Let's look. Nope. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yes. Yes. So the colonial ships are river runners. I see wood and hay. I see a green open. And let's look at the green open for a second. Yeah, we could use one of these to carry stone. The other one, decorations, ships, there's one other that, is it this one? This one. This is the one that actually looks like it would carry stone. Even though this one has hay in it, we could actually trade it out and have it have stone in it, and that would be really interesting. But this has to be pulled, so we would have to have a double and maybe a triple boat, river runner, in the water here, getting out to sea. And so that is what I want to have on this side. That's why I'm trying to figure out how it's going to work and whether I needed to bring that all the way down and have these be in the water, but I'm not sure just yet. I may have to go back and look and see what my plan was for that. And this part all in here that we're working on is to close in that area. Okay, I have to go for now. Thank you. Thank you for being in chat. I appreciate it. I really do. It's actually fun to have people in chat, especially you, Mr. Villager, and you, Mixasa, because you're very good at it's just nice to have someone to bounce ideas off with, so I appreciate that. And everyone who is watching after the stream is over, or who was watching while the stream was going on, thank you so much, and I'm glad you're enjoying watching. Enjoy your games, enjoy watching all the other people, and Mr. Villager, have a good evening. Passez bonne soirée, Mixasa, and I will see you all soon. We're going to play music. I didn't play any music. I'm sorry. I just realized I didn't have any music today. I'm apologize to Drone Hands because I did have Drone Hands music to play, but I'll play it next time. So take care. This is Vincentius Promises music that you're going to hear right now, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Music, I hear music.